So for people that like might now be inspired to try this out, try to start forming this, like what kind of advice would you give to people that want to do this? Like based on hurdles and obstacles and experiences that you guys have had on this team?
Communication is key in any relationship. But also,
yeah, it's God's truth.
Make sure that you're all on the same page with your goals, like how you envision this channel that you're about to create in a year from now, in 2 years from now.
What are your short-term goals? What are your long-term goals? What are your 3-month, 6-month, year, 5-year, 10-year goals?
Get things down on paper. Make sure it's legal. Yeah. Definitely. I would say that to any streamer group. Make sure that you are protecting yourself personally and that you're protecting the business as a whole as well.
Oh yeah.
That's it's been a big thing. Yeah.
I had one, but I forgot.
Oh,
no. Finding the key of communication too, of like Natalie and I are friends. Natalie and I have been friends since we were in college. But then when we became in this group together, our relationship changed sometimes too. Not only are we friends, but we are now coworkers. And I feel like mastering or close to mastering that kind of communication is so important to this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because as much as we want to be friends all the time, we are also a business and we are also coworkers, and we need to find those lines of right now we're friends and right now we're coworkers. Or I need to know how to talk to you as a friend and talk to you as like, we need to move on from here. We need to do this. We need to I need to be able to talk to you professionally as well as personally.
Yeah.
And if you are trying to start a channel with someone where you do not think that form of communication is possible.
Yeah. It's like,
heavens.
It's like roommates without being roommates. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Find the friends that you would room together, and then you're probably set to also be in a stream group together.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fair.
That's a great point. And even for people that are looking to form like a stream team, like that's definitely something that, I've learned in my stream team, where it's like, yeah, we're friends, but we have to have these like hard conversations, like kind of like being able to separate the two when it's appropriate is super important.
Yeah. Well, and how do you move on from there? If Natalie steps on my toes one day, which does and has happened. Like, there's I'm not gonna lie and say that we're best friends all the time.
Everything's sunny and rainbows.
You're not like perfectly tuned AIs. Like that's your human people.
We're human beings who upset other human beings all the time.
Right. If someone steps on your toes, how do you deal with that? How do you approach that? How do you talk to that person? Or if you don't know how to do that, can you go to someone else who maybe can?
Right.
We do have, the 2 people, like I said, that kind of run the business and do our business advisor. If I have a problem and I feel like I can't personally talk to someone, I go to them and I say, hey, can you help me? Can you help me talk about the business side of things? Because I can't right now set aside my feelings and my emotions.
Yeah.
And sometimes those lines are very blurred for everyone.
Yeah.
And that will always happen. And I feel like you just have to have the kind of relationship to be able to take a breath, take a step back, and come back again.
You have
relationship and the maturity for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to know how to hold others accountable in a way that doesn't make them feel like garbage. And also understand that you will also be held to that same standard and be held accountable when you mess up, because that's going to happen. Mistakes will be made, and we try not to point fingers, because that is the number one thing that just will disintegrate a business conversation before it even begins.
Yeah,
totally.
Is if you're just trying to place blame. So,
Yep. That's very well said. Like, that's perfect.